Okay, there we go. Um, Looks like we're live. Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm a little too loud. Uh, this live streaming my technique. But anyways, hello everybody, and welcome to our first ever preseason Thunder for the 2024 Palm Summer League. So before we get everything started, let's first go over some um procedures for this year's preseason Thunder. So this is of course a makeup from last. This was supposed to be last night on Sunday. However, due of course to that Kansas race last night, getting rain delayed by what 3 or 4 hours, and this race still going on by 8 o'clock Eastern. I pushed it to tonight. By the way, incredible finish. Holy crap! I wish someone was recording my reaction because that was absolutely insane. But anyways, besides that. The session length this year for all sessions will be 35 minutes long, and the driver count also for all sessions, including tonight, will be all 35 drivers. So if you signed up for the PSL, you will see your car here tonight. Now, I don't have a paint. Now the paint schemes for PSL this year aren't quite done yet, so drivers who don't have a paint scheme painted quite yet will have a temporary test scheme. Again, I do hope to get all the paint schemes done by Saturday night. And if you're painting your scheme, that is the hard deadline. I'm not going any further because of my tight Charlotte schedule and whatnot. The track we're going to be using tonight will be the Pocono Raceway from 2020. Of course, the track length for Pocono is 2.5 miles long. It's a long super speedway similar to like Indianapolis. And this will be great for drivers when they prepare for the Meadowlands Speedway when we race there for the Father's Day Classic. More info on the track itself. Turn 1 is 14 degrees of bank. Turn one is 14 degrees of banking. Turn 2 is 8 degrees of banking. Or turn 3, since of course the tricky triangle is only 3 turns as opposed to 4, will have 6 degrees of banking. And as for the weather here in Pocono, let me do something real quick. As for the weather here in Pocono, it'll be a cloudy 50 degree. It'll be cloudy with it'll be 50 degrees and cloudy. I can't talk today apparently. With 5 mile per hour towards this 5 mile per hour towards the southeast. And this track was on the short list for the PSL schedule in 2024, so it was really close to being on the schedule, but it didn't quite make the cut. So let's not wasting it. So let's not waste any more time. I've got the game pulled up on my other screen. Let's get this started. I noticed I did forget to change the ticker too to the PSL one, but whatever. I'll do it next. I'll be sure to do it the next stream. This is the ticker I usually use for non like PSL races, the Coke Zero Showdown and the other race, the Triple Winner Challenge, but it's not that big of a deal. I'll change it after. I'll have it to the PSL ticker next time. So we already got cars coming out on track. We got Caleb Rose in the 59, who of course won our last race in the last PSL race in Minnesota last year. There is Hoodwum, the 2021 Golf Summer Series champion. That new ally, hell of a boss scheme. There is the 33 of Patrick Miller in the 33 once again, this time for a new sponsor, Clover. Probably seeing Clover whenever you're in your local registers when you check out in your small business or even like bigger business too, they use Clover terminals. Matthew Burnett, the 2022 Golf Summer Series runner-up. Hoping to have a rebound PSL season. Hopefully I'm not too loud. Hopefully the cars are just getting started, so. There's the 20 of Braden Carruthers in the Mountain Dew machine. And there's Random J back with a Pontiac. 180 Motorsports back all in Pontiacs this year once again after last year running Toyota Camrys. And with Atlanta Indy going to Pontiac, this makes it 3. This adds 3 new Pontiacs to the grid, making it 5 Pontiacs, an increase from just 2 last year. So that's a big boost for Pontiac. There's 19 of Kyle Sushchar, one of our rookies in the PSL this season. Speaking of rookies, Matthew Hill in the 90 returning to the Random J Series. And even though he is a PSL rookie like Sushchar, like I said, this is his return to the Random J Series. He does have a win in the former Golf Summer Series, and it's currently it's right now the first driver in PSL history to be a rookie in both Summer Series, because rookies in past Golf Summer Series continued to race after the rookie season, but Hill did not race in last year's PSL. Ross McTrain in the 45, the Irwin Tools Mustang. Looks like so far Hoodlum in the 88 car has the fastest lap of 50.16, but that's surely going to change over the course of the rest of the session. Philip Torres back in the 41 once again for NS Racing. There's Calvin Baker, the 2020 Golf Summer Series champion in one of the test schemes. Madison Chase, another one of our rookies. She raced in the Triple Winner Challenge. It's actually relatively consistent in that challenge, with the exception of the last race at Papyrus. Caleb Rose now on top of the board with Caleb Rose now on top of the board of 49.908. Hoodlum still second, also for 49 second time. There's Lipsy in the Busch Light scheme. Jeffrey Retro looking kind of fitting, since I know we don't race at Darlington, but it is throwback weekend in the Cup Series this coming weekend at Darlington. Alex Mullen in the 1 in the Tackies test scheme. I remember everyone like middle school and high school used to eat Tackies, because I was in the school of a bunch of people who love spicy food. I don't like spicy food, but got some. And here we have a set of Dodges, including Dan Mattiel in the 17, his teammate Nathan Stapleton in the 97 is Alex Santavallo. He's going to look to the inside the 97 going into turn number 2, and Santavallo definitely turned some heads during the Triple Winner Challenge, winning the Madhouse Classic, beating the guy in front of him, Stapleton, and right now is currently the fastest driver on the board with 49.786 of a time of 49.786. Random J up to second to 50, now second fastest in the 53, 49.857, while the 46 Johnny Hernandez, 49.883. Jose Angel Gutierrez. I didn't paint a scheme for. I hope to get Angel scheme as the next game. I was hoping to get his in tonight, but I just used the scheme from last year, just kind of testified it a little bit. That made sense. I got rid of most of the decals in the name. That's how you know if it's a test game. If you don't have most of the decals, then the name is not there. But he's back in the 79 once again for his own team. And there is last year's summer kickoff winner, Jordan Forbes, in the 61. Awesome Nintendo looking in an awesome Nintendo car. And there was the driver who was so close to winning the championship in the PSL last year, Nick Sant, back in the number 40, and is one of the favorites to win this championship. So definitely watch out a 40 car as the season goes on. And there is the guy, and speaking of which, there is your defending series champion, Brendan Beal in the 37. That brand new jet blue car, featuring the brand new livery introduced last year. And is looking to defend it, and Beal is of course looking to defend his title despite not winning a race in the PSL last year. There's the 2021 to 2022 Holiday Winter Racing League champion Keyshawn Richardson looking for a rebound after a letdown year last summer. The Burger King number 24. By the way, I had chicken fries the other week. Chicken fries are pretty good. And there's Rose coming back down pit lane, and there's Riley Spurley, another one of our rookies in the 28 car this year. Of course, this game, well, of course, last night you may or may not recognize this scheme after what happened. But great to see some new rookies from all over the NR community joining the Palm Summer League. One of the main goals of this series is to attract as many people as it possibly can in the NR community. There's Dylan Matthews in the 49. For real, I hope I'm saying that right. Shakes, definitely fitting for a summer series. I love me a good milkshake. I've never had these milkshakes before. If they're any good, let me know. I haven't seen them around where I live. Bradley Reeb in the 6, once again. in the retro Carolina Railroad scheme, similar to his Darlington throwback in the Golf Summer Series in 2021. And you can see the 59, the 8 of Joe T, and the 99 all down pit road doing some adjustments under the cars. Skip some drivers here. That's the 18 of Bubble Pop, another one of our rookies, driving for Brado. Is the only teammate for Brado's team, who we're going to get to later, who I mentioned earlier. After a very noticeable pink car. I don't know if the final cars are going to look similar to that, but only time we'll see, hopefully, during our next test at Talladega this Saturday night. Of course, that's barring any delays. Hopefully the 630 Darlington race doesn't get delayed. There's Jason Albert in the 84, and the Nas Zero Sugar car. Johnny Hernandez, I mentioned briefly in the 46. Once again, the Schron's Chevy. And Daniel Voiles in a very cool looking Golf 01 scheme. Definitely a sucker for some old Golf paint schemes, especially retro looking ones. Of course, the former sponsor of the former Golf Summer Series, which I do miss. And there's a 29 of Skylar Taylor. They were an owner last year for Jordan Forbes in the 61, but this time Taylor's driving as another one of our rookies, with Costco and IKEA as their sponsors. By the way, Costco pizza tastes really good. I don't know if y'all have had it, but it tastes really good. So that's pretty much. Oh no, still got some more drivers. Jordan Stout also with Atlanta Motorsports, subsequently also back in the Pontiac. Ryan Wilson back with the number 48, and with Pepsi, of course, the 2022, the sponsors and number that won him the 2022 Golf Summer Series Championship, as well. In addition, as well, Wilson did win the championship for the Winter Street Stocks in 2020 to 2021. And looks like these are the last two drivers I've got to cover. 31 of Roberto Crown Jr. And a very, very sharp looking Babe Ruth / Great Clips car. I know there's not very many painters in this series, but I do appreciate the painters that we do have. Saves a lot of work for me when it comes to painting these schemes and preparing for this series. And last, certainly not the least, pretty sure this is the last driver I've got to cover. Another one of our rookies once again, Jack Haas in the 57. With Gas Buddy as his main sponsor. Appreciate it. I know it's definitely a very, very late stream, but I do appreciate everyone watching. Corvette, Staple, Rose, and Brado. And I guess it's pretty much all the drivers I have covered right now. So far, Santa Vala is still the fastest car on track. Brendan Beal, second fastest. Random J, third fastest. His teammate Keyshawn Richardson, fourth fastest. Caleb Rose, fifth fastest. The 40 of Nick Sant, sixth fastest. Nathan Stapleton, seventh fastest. Madison Chase, eighth. Johnny Hernandez, ninth. And his son and teammate Hoodlum run off the rest of the top 10 so far. Let's take a look deeper at some of our other times. See Albert 15th. Ream 21st. Joe T 25th. And Jordan Stout 26th, despite his other two teammates all being inside the top 5. And currently the slowest car right now when it comes to times is the 45 in McTrain. Let's go on board with a driver. Let's go on board with Matt Tiello. Ooh, that was very tight there. Matteo has been a veteran of the Random J series and someone I've been racing with in NR series for years now. Definitely great to see him back once again in the Palm Summer League as he looks to get his first one on the channel since Myrtle Beach in the Golf Summer Series this final season in 2022. And of course, of course, Pocono is not a drafting track like a Talladega or Daytona or even like Atlanta nowadays. But as I mentioned earlier, the most similar track to Pocono on the Palm Summer League schedule is the Meadowlands Speedway right outside of New York City. Shorter track. That track's just under 2 miles long. Just of course 2.5 miles. But both are very similar because they're both bigger, wider style tracks. With low bank corners. Definitely more fitting. And this will definitely, I imagine, and this will definitely help these drivers kind of get this. And since Meadowlands is a brand new track this year, this test is definitely going to help out these drivers to get some sort of data of what setups and everything to use for Meadowlands in June next month, as well as also just kind of get warmed up because this is the first time these drivers have raced. Any of these cars have raced on this channel since February, since January, I should say, since the last Triple Winter Challenge race. These preseason Thunder sessions should do a pretty good job of getting these drivers get back in the groove and be ready by Tennessee towards the end of this month. Which, of course, Tennessee is later this month on this channel on Memorial Day itself, May 27th at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Of course, with my Charlotte stuff also around that same time. I do hope to get that race pre-recorded, ready to go before I leave, and be ready by Memorial Day. So Gutierrez down pit road. Again, your top 5 times still unchanged: 99, 37, 53, 24, and the 59. Hoodlum now all by himself. He was of course one of the first cars on the track, or I guess I should say Anthony Hernandez. He's not Hoodlum this year, though. So Anthony Hernandez, I should say, but still the driver of the number 88 car. This game took a while for me to get a good idea for. I didn't know how to combine Ally and Hell of a Boss together, but it turned out really well. Speaking of which, Indie Animation is cooking on YouTube. Holy crap. Hell of a Boss, Digital Circus, Murder Drones, all of them are really amazing series. So Dylan, looks like she's going to come back down pit road along with several other drivers down pit road. Random J, Gutierrez still down there, Spurley, Miller, Sestri, Richardson, Hernandez, Johnny Hernandez, I should say. Burnett also on pit road. And looking at time so far, most everyone's in the 51s, or at least in the 50s. Very few drivers. I don't think there's any drivers right now on track that can get a sub 50 time. So, got even more drivers down pit road. 19 minutes already left in the session. Went by pretty fast. Yeah, a lot of these drivers all down pit road, doing adjustments to their cars, trying to dial up the best setups, because of course this is going to provide a really good test to see how well these teams are going to do in this. Oh, Beal and Hernandez make contact on pit road. I will show replays after this full session ends, but Beal's going to but Beal looks like they're going to look at the damage in that car. As your defending series champion makes contact. Fellow Chevy Hernandez, not Chevy's, what the hell? The fellow veteran of Hernandez. I had to do something there, sorry, but. There's some rookies racing side by side there, Santaval and Bubble. And we still got a lot of these drivers on track. I think Random maybe got some damage as well. See the right tire sticking out of that 53. There's Bill back on track, hopefully with the damage repaired. Let's go on board with another. See if I can find a driver for group. Kind of hard to say because most of still a decent amount of drivers on pit road. Go on board with. There's Jordan looking to get his first win on the channel since that very iconic and very corrosive race in the Golf Summer Series in 2022. Ironically, with the driver right now on screen, Nathan Stapleton. Of course, the Armor Digital race in 2022 is still the most viewed race on this channel. Definitely a very, very special race for me. That's a race I always look back on and say, damn, it's amazing. Oh, big crash in turn number 3. Randy Carruthers' car is absolutely destroyed. It looks like he got contact from Kellen Baker in the 21 as he has damage as well. Oh my god. So Carruthers is probably... So Carruthers looks like he's going straight to the garage. He's going to probably use one of their backup cars. Each team brought 2 backup cars. Carruthers is definitely going to a backup car for sure. Wow. Of course, we're gonna, again, like I said, we're going to have replays at the end of the stream, but violent crash for the 20 of Carruthers there. Probably the worst crash I've seen during one of these testing sessions. Of course, we had some wrecks in Atlanta during our last preseason Thunder last year. That was by far the worst. Smoke was pouring out of that 20 car. Man, oh man. Anyways, again, once again, your top 5 is still relatively unchanged when it comes to times. Alex Santaval is still the fastest car. Well, fellow Dodge Brendan Beal is in second, and much like last year, Dodge is showing their speed here in preseason Thunder. Dodge showed speed during both Talladega and Atlanta last year. That Carruthers is already in a backup car back onto the track. Would not merge right in front of anyone, but anyways, Dodge showed a lot of speed last year during both Talladega and Atlanta during the preseason Thunder last year, and of course they won the championship with Brendan Beal. And so far, it's looking like it's going to be a similar story with like 3 Dodges making up the top 5. In addition to Stapleton as well, in addition to both Stapleton and Chase also make up 5. Okay, I can't talk, Jesus. But Stapleton and Chase are also inside the top 10, so about half the top 10 as of right now are all Dodges. So I'm going to show you how fast they are. Look at this, we've got a huge group of cars here. Some of the other notable manufacturers also in this top 10. You got 2 Pontiacs of Random Yankees, Sean Richardson. You got a Chevy of Hood. You got a Chevy of Hoodlum. Actually, 2 Chevys of Hoodlum and Nick Sant. And a sole Mustang of the 2 of Burnett. Now, as for Toyota, currently their highest driver, fastest driver when it comes to times, is Daniel Voiles in the 01. Got traffic here. I think the 57 of Haas is a little bit slow. As got Carruthers going 3 wide. Remember, he just wrecked with his primary car. And is already being very aggressive with his backup. I don't know if that's a smart decision or not, considering you just tore up your car. Nick Sant there. Ain't never good to have a car destroyed during testing. Because, again, these cars are probably going to be... Next time these exact cars will be on track, will be in Meadowlands. And you really do want to conserve this car in preparation for that race in Father's Day. Santaval back down pit road. Hoodlum also on pit road. Anthony Hernandez, I should say, on pit road. Jordan Stout also, as well as his teammate Keyshawn Richardson or Random is still out on track. Scroll through the rest of the results here. Looks like Ryan Molson now is the slowest time of them all. Before is McTrade, but now it's the 48. Whoopsie also down here as well. Matthew Hill in the 90 also with a slow time. Gutierrez also in the 79. So Pontiac's been so far kind of a hit or miss. I mean, you got 2 Pontiacs inside the top 5. While everyone else is struggling. You saw the 79 currently 31st fastest. Kellen Baker also 29th fastest, while Jordan Stout is still stuck in the mid-20s, is still stuck in 21st. So despite having more Pontiacs, still it's not really very consistent so far with the Trans Ams. Looks like I got 11. Looks like I have 11 minutes left here in this preseason Thunder session. Of course, the next one will be this Saturday at Talladega at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, barring any delays, of course. And the final one will be on May 11th, which is also the deadline for anyone who wants to be a team owner or has their own paint scheme they willing to paint for PSL. So if you want to be a team owner or sign new drivers or have a paint scheme that you're painting for yourself, that's the final day to do it. Again, I'm not going to extend the deadline any further because of the whole... Oh, we got Matthew Hill blowing up. This has been a wild preseason Thunder testing session so far. I mean, you had Beal and Hernandez make contact on pit road. Cruthers and Baker wrecking it out just off turn number 3. And now Matthew Hill, one of your rookies, blowing up here. My, oh my, Pocono. They call it the tricky triangle for a reason. And apparently that name applies to testing. Anyways, as I was saying, the 11th of May, this Saturday, is the last day to submit any custom schemes that you're making for your car, as well as to sign drivers and to start a new team. Because after that, because the whole Charlotte stuff's gonna get, I don't have much time after that. So before I go to Charlotte, I'm gonna have hopefully that week beforehand to make the race and get everything ready to go. And I'll be off to Charlotte. And if you don't make a team, if you're not on a team after the 11th, I'll make the teams myself. I used to just do like single car teams, a bunch of single car teams, but if there's like multiple Toyotas or multiple Dodge drivers that don't have a team or free agents, I'll probably create a team of all of them, and probably flip a coin to see who's gonna be the owner or something. That's what I plan to do. But also, of course, on the day, as I mentioned, is that Talladega test, barring any delays. While the final preseason Thunder will be on May 13th, basically at the same time as today's test, at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That'll be in Atlanta, with the old school Atlanta, the 2014 version, not the newer version. And hopefully by then, every single primary paint scheme will be painted. And Atlanta has proven to be a very chaotic spot when it comes to testing in the past. Of course, we had some aggressive racing, and I think someone hitting the wall during the first ever Golf Summer Series test there in back in 2020. And of course, last year we had Chris Murray and Philip Torres getting into each other into turn number 1. So that's a few near misses as well. Let's go on board with another driver. Let's go on board with the fastest car. Why not? I was in the ballot. So 7 minutes, and so approximately around 7 minutes remaining. Santavallo is still the fastest driver on track. Very, very impressive performance for the rookie here in the PSL. Been able to maintain that 49. Been able to keep that fast time of 49.786. Still the fastest time here, even after like over 10. Even that was a rather early time here in this testing session. Beal is not too far behind, but also a good showing for the defending series champion Beal. Still in second, Random J in third, Keith Henderson 24th, Hale Rose 5th, Anthony Hernandez 6th, Matthew Burnett 7th, Nick Sant 8th fastest, Stapleton 9th, and rounding off the rest of the top 10 is the 20 Braden Carruthers in that backup car. Remember, he wrecked his primary due to contact with Kellen Baker, but I guess Carruthers is already finding comfort in that backup, despite taking a rather nasty hit in that turn 3 wall. And speaking of which, he is 3 wide once again going into turn number 2. Carruthers has been very aggressive during this test with this new car. He probably absolutely loves this new car he's racing. As long as he can keep it clean for the next 6.5 minutes or so, why not make this the primary for Meadowlands? There's Haas now looking to the inside of Johnny Hernandez. Looks like Taylor's going to go with him as well. With Carruthers. There's Hoodlum. Oh, that's not a good angle. Hoodlum now getting around the 29 off turn number 1. And going down to the inside, going 3 wide into turn number 2 almost. With Carruthers and Haas. Looks like he will go 3 wide. Hoodlum was thinking about backing off, but no, Hoodlum's going to go 3 wide. Hoodlum or Anthony Hernandez has always been a very aggressive racer in the past. And there's definitely no exception there, but unfortunately for Hernandez, that did not work at all. As Haas and Carruthers are still side by side until Carruthers finally going to 57 off turn number 3. Yeah, this also serves me a good test to get the names down right. So if I do screw up your name or your pronouns, I do apologize. First time doing this since January. Give me some slack. And that's what these test sessions for. Just make me and everyone watching kind of get adjusted into the new season in the summer. Which I am very confident is going to be a really exciting and fun summer for the Palm Summer League. 4 new tracks, a returning Crown Jewel, and Minnesota, of course, which is a fan favorite track, back as a finale. And those 4 tracks are tracks we've never raced at before on the channel. We've never raced at Tennessee. We've never raced at Las Vegas. Never raced at Meadowlands. Never raced in Paris. And I think it's going to be a really fun PSL season this summer. More drivers back down pit road once again. Santavallo coming out of pit road. Burnett also. Johnny Hernandez. Got a car coming in. I believe that's Brendan Beal. Crown also coming out of pit road. Sush trying the 19. The 29 to Taylor. Ross McTrain also there as well. Random J. Still out on track in the 53. Random's been mostly kind of isolated by himself the last like 10 minutes or so on track. Just trying to get the most speed as he can with that car. Looking for his first win in the 53 in a points-paying race. An actual full points-paying race since 2021. Of course, Random did win the duels. Did win his duel last summer in Daytona, duel number 2. But of course, that was on a full points-paying race. Patrick Miller was side by side with Torres, but Torres is coming down pit road. As we come down to, we got a very busy pit road here. While these drivers doing last-minute adjustments to their cars, as we're less than 3.5 minutes remaining. As we have less than 3.5 minutes remaining here in our first ever preseason Thunder for 2024. And of course, as I mentioned, I will look at replays. I'll probably do the replay for the Beal Hernandez pit road incident. Of course, the Carruthers and Baker turn 3 wreck, and Matthew Hill blowing up. So I'll show replays of that shortly after the timer runs out. And of course, I will post the full results of the preseason Thunder in our Discord shortly after the stream ends. So if you missed if you didn't make tonight's stream, just want to want to glance at the Preseason Thunder results and speeds, that'll be posted in the traditional results and points tab in the PSL server. I should probably link the server after I'm done with this too. Yeah, I'll do that, because if I touch any screen, touch anything on this computer, click anything that isn't on this game, it's gonna back out of the game. And I don't want to do that. Let's go on board with a few more drivers. Let's go on board with 24, Keyshawn Richardson. I'm just gonna go on board with these drivers for the final minute or so of our Preseason Thunder here tonight. Oh, here's some action. So less than 1 minute remaining here in Pocono for our first Preseason Thunder 2024. See Skylar Taylor racing very aggressive with Ryan Wilson and Jordan Stout there. Whoopsie down pit roads, and got more drivers still on pit road, probably for the remainder of the session since we have less than 30 seconds remaining. Bradley Ream, JOT, Brady Carruthers. But despite everything, despite everything, one of the earliest posted times will be the fastest time here in our first ever Preseason Thunder at Pocono. Alex Santavala will be the fastest driver here at Pocono with a blistering time of 49.786. So huge congratulations to Alex Santavala, the rookie here, one of our rookies here in the PSL. And of course, the winner of the Madhouse Classic last year. Already off to a great start, as Santavala looks to get picked up by a team, or hopefully, or push comes to shove, will probably be a part of a new Dodge team. So if any owners watching, any potential owners watching, here's a driver they may want a new team. Proven winner, and so far proven that he can drive one of these very fast PSL cars. Some other notable drive, of course, and throughout the entire session, most of that top 10 remained pretty much the exact same. Fellow Dodger Brendan Beal was second fastest. The 19 of Kyler Sustry actually managed to get on the board with a 49.802. Random J, 4 fastest, being the fastest Pontiac, 49.857, just above his teammate Keyshawn Richardson in 5th, with a time of 49.859. Carol Bros, 6th fastest, 49.861. Anthony Hernandez, 7th fastest, 49.867. Did I say Rose? That's 861. Whatever, you know what I meant to say. Anyways, Burnett, 8th fastest on the board, is the fastest Mustang and only Ford inside this top 10 for 49.869. Nick Sand, the 49th fastest with 49.875, and Nathan Stapleton also at the exact same time, rounding off the rest of the top 10. So let's briefly look at the replays. We're going to get 3 replays. We're going to look at Brendan Beal and Johnny Hernandez's contact on pit road. That came like maybe 19 minutes into the session. I could be wrong. This could be it. Yeah, this is it. Let's go to the ticker. Let's try this camera angle. So Beal was coming into his stall. Then Royce Hernandez was coming out of his stall. Oh! So Beal... Let's look at that again. Let's look at it in slow motion. So Let's look at that from this angle. So it's almost one of those classic NR pit road accidents. So Bill was making the turn into the stall. Hernandez was coming out of his stall. The two make contact. We're not right there. But as Beal was coming into his stall, Hernandez just couldn't not get off of him at all. Makes contact with Beal's left side driver door multiple times until Beal finally backs off and goes into his stall. Definitely one of those classic NR pit road wrecks. Let's go on board with both drivers here. Let's go on board with Johnny Hernandez. I don't know if his spotter noticed Beal was coming or not, but definitely something, definitely very bizarre. Not the biggest incident, but was the first so far, I guess, of the 2024 PSL. Johnny was almost full throttle there. It seemed just clearly had disregard for the defending series champion there. Let's go on board with Beal. About to do repairs to his car. So he's going normal speed down pit road, just minding his own business. And then here comes Johnny out of nowhere. Just completely blocked him from getting into his pit stall there. Now that incident, of course, was pretty minor compared to our second major incident today. Braden Carruthers and Kellen Baker. This massive crash off turn number 3. So let's take a look from this angle. So Carruthers, Baker, and Matthew Hill were almost, were they 3 wide? Oh no, they were 3 wide. But Carruthers and Carruthers and Kellen Baker were side by side going into turn number 3 here. Oh, Carruthers came up on the 21, hard hit into the wall in that right side for Braden Carruthers. Almost very reminiscent of Auto Club for our Father's Day Classic race last year in race number 2, which of course involved both drivers. Take a look at this from up above. So it looks like Carruthers on the Carruthers on the inside lane. He was below that yellow line, so that probably meant Carruthers was trying to come down pit road, but Kellen Baker appeared like he was also trying to come down pit road. And with Matthew Hill right to his right side, Baker moves down the track, but moves down way too early and gets into the 20, sending him almost not head on, but hard lick on that right side, right around that tire, right front tire, sending Carruthers into the wall and eventually smoking, completely destroying that car. But as you saw with Carruthers, he found much more comfort and much more speed in that backup car, so that may have been a blessing in disguise. Take a look at this up above in full speed, and we're going to do this one more angle too. So yeah, both drivers just wanted to come down pit road, but Baker just came down the track soon and got into the 20. Ugh, hard hit there. And let's look at this from another angle as well. Oh my god. Very violent impact for the 20. Let's go on board with both drivers. Let's actually go on board with 3 of them, because I think each will provide a decent, unique angle. Let's go on board with Kellen Baker. Yeah, he just absolutely misjudged moving down the track. Just barely tapped Brado and sent him into the wall. And Baker, subsequently because of that, has heavy hood damage on that 21. Let's go on board with Braden Carruthers. This is offline. This is online. No, it's offline. Oh my god. Man, that car was just so destroyed. It couldn't even get it. Just was forced to a stop. Couldn't even get it back going. Go back down pit road. Let's go look at the rear angle just to see how. Just to look at the just for another look at the contact. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Now, a driver that had a great bird's eye view of that was the 90th Matthew Hill, who we're going to talk about also later for our last replay of the day, of the night, I should say. Had a great bird's eye view of this. Man, just barely missed it. Unfortunately, Lady Luck was not on Matthew Hill's side, as later in the session he did blow an engine. We'll see what exactly transpired. Probably when he was in pit road. I don't remember exactly when he blew an engine. When did he blow an engine? Just sim. Oh no, this is not it. Let's just sim. Let's just fast forward until we see smoke coming out of the 90. Maybe turn this back on. Maybe like 13 minutes in. Let's see. I wish I had bookmarks in this replay stuff, because I don't have the greatest memory. Oh, here we go. Oh. So Hill was just minding his own business, was all by himself onto the track. And boom, blown engine. Definitely been a while since we've seen a blown engine here on the channel. The last time I can recall was, of course, Lipsy during the 2020 Charlotte Roval, where he blew up after dominating the race, leading every single lap until coming to the backstretch chicane with a lap and a half remaining. Fortunately for Hill, though, the car didn't seem to get. Fortunately for Hill, though, did not make contact with anyone else. The car was cosmetically fine, but that engine, it's a goner. So I didn't. Hopefully, didn't wait too. And he did a good job of immediately going down to. And he did a good job of immediately going down to the inside on the apron on the track. I should restart that. I can't talk apparently, but he did a good job of immediately going down to the apron, almost immediately going down to the apron to avoid the oncoming traffic, and subsequently avoided any oil from getting on the track. Let's go on board with him, just kind of get a feeling of what a blown engine sounds like. Tough break there for the former Golf Summer Series rookie and now PSL rookie for 2024. So once again, big congratulations to Alex Santavella and the 99 team for being the fastest team here in our first preseason Thunder session. Of course, Brendan Beal second fastest, Kyle Sostry third fastest. So 3 rookies make up the top 3. Very impressive there. Random J 4th fastest, Keyshawn Richard 5th fastest, Caleb Rose 6th fastest, Hoodlum 7th fastest, or Anthony Hernandez. I got to get used to that. Matthew Burnett 8th fastest, Nick Stanton 9th fastest, and Nathan Stapleton, also the same exact time, rounds off the rest of the top 10. And let's take a look at some of the solo lap times here. The 41 of Philip Torres, 27th fastest, Alex Mullen 28th fastest, Kellen Baker 29th fastest, Ross McTrain Ross McChain rounds out the rest of the top 30, while Dylan Matthews has the first time. Sorry about that. Dylan Matthews has the first time above 50.1 seconds at 31st. Jose Angel Gutierrez, 32nd fastest. Matthew Hill, 33rd. Ryan Wilson, the 2022 Golf Summer Series champion, 34th fastest. And Lipsy, the slowest time, finished with the 35th fastest time of 50.276. And of course, the full results will be posted on the Discord here very shortly after the stream. But as always, y'all, thank you guys for watching this rather late stream. I didn't really anticipate the stream to go kind of that late, to be that late. I'll see if I adjust the start time for the Monday Atlanta one, because that was also set at 10:30, but I may change that. We'll have to wait and see. But thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys Saturday for the next testing session, for the next preseason Thunder.